All right. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully, we can see ourselves a case hit or two today. All right. We're starting out with Jalen Hurts. We get more Jalen Hurts ornaments than anyone else. Kerr Saxon. Isn't that crazy, Kerr Saxon? All the ornaments. All of them. All right. Empty. All right. Good luck, everybody. Tiki, Tajay, Luther Burden for the Bears. Will Howard going to Pittsburgh. We like. Puka on the Touchdown Masters. Moss, Tyler Shook. Isaiah Likely, Mahomes, and a Corey Dillon to start us out. Primo need that on his tree. All right. Now let's get into it. We'll do the blasters, then the megas, and then that back row. Empty box. All right. We got Max, Musgrave. We got Lil Jordan on the silver going to Denver. And Adonai Mitchell. Brandy. We love potential, mind. We love potential. Dotson, Johnson, Jalen Polk on the shock, and a Lassiter for the Texans. Sneed, Franklin. We got Xavier Worthy on the primary colors for KC, and a Chop Robinson for Miami. And again, guys, I won't be streaming again until Friday night, so... Nick Chubb. Whoa! Backwards. Bo Nix on the Uptown? How do they do that backwards to us? How about that surprise? Wow. I've never seen that backwards like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who had Denver? Denver, Sin City. That's incredible. Yes, Sin City. We approve. Oh, you did comment. For some reason, TikTok didn't want to put that through, Sin City, but I will. Nice. All right, that's what we're looking for. Juju on the silver and a Jared Verse for the Rams. How about that? I've never seen one of those come in backwards. We'll put him out front here. Yeah, nice. Well done, Sombrero Cat. And right off, a huge win for them. Will Levis, Michael Wilson, Will Reichard for the Vikings on the shock, and a Xavier Ligeti. I'm trying. Have you guys ever seen one come in backwards like that? I've never seen that. Rashad White, Zach Allen, Joe Milton for New England on the shock, and a Jonah Ellis for Denver. Here's the nice thing, Stinky. We can get more. Maybe we'll get more. The last couple of times we've gotten uptowns, we've also gotten downtowns. We've gotten one of each. So keep the faith, friends, that we will see more. We are greedy here. Empty box. You'll approve. I'll bet you will, Stinky. We got Debo, James Cook, Derwin James for the Chargers on the silver, and a Nate Wiggins for Baltimore. Pat Fryermuth. Joe Mixon, we got Jackson for the Titans on the shock and a Bell for New England. Dallas Goddard, Minshew, Caleb on the lighted up. We approve. And a Sweat for the Titans. Mosley, Javante, Sanders on the silver for Carolina, and Jackson for the Titans. Aaron Rodgers, Mark Andrews, Braylon Allen for the Jets on the giveaway, and a Braylon Allen back-to-back. There you go. Jalen Hyatt, Musgrave, Latham for the Titans. Titans all over the place. How about that? Back-to-back, back-to-back. Weird. All right, let's try our luck with the Megas. We'll do old Donruss first. All right, empty box. Back a little bit there, Bo. All right, Kittle, plenty of base in here. Brunell, O'Connell, Amari Cooper on the green. We got Terrell Owens on the throwback for the boys. Rasheen Ali for Baltimore. Garendo, Zerloin, Gino, and a Kid Reporter. Fields, Scary Terry, Franklin. Goff on the threads. Goff. He was so golful. All right. He'll be better. He'll be better. Devontae for the Raiders. Jonathan Brooks on the retro for Carolina. Devin Leary for Baltimore. Fuaga for the Saints. Okereke and a Quinnen Williams. Indeed, mind. And I can't imagine Goff will ever play that bad again. Swift, Ferguson, Lattimore, Warren Sapp. We got Dallas Goddard on the green. Mean Joe Green on the all-time Gridiron Kings. Javon Baker for New England. Robinson for the Jags. Dalton Kincaid. Joe Burrow. Kid Reporter. Exactly. Let's hope we never see anything close to that again. AJ, Danny White, Palmer, Kyron Williams, Patrick Queen on the green. Taysom Hill on the Elite Series for the Saints. Robinson for Arizona. Cade Stover for the Texans. Koo and a Lamb Jack. I'm missing back there. CJ. Jalen Hurts. Peppers. Joe Mixon. We got Brendan Rice on the green for the Chargers. Devin Leary on the throwback for Baltimore. Little Blake Corum action. We approve. For the Rams. Casey Washington for the Falcons. DK and an AR. Yeah, don't stare at it too long, Stinky. You're liable to go blind. It was a nightmare. Romeo, Kelsey, John Lynch, Simmons. We got Jamar Chase on the bomb squad. On the production line, Tua and Mostert for Miami. Will Shipley on the red for Kerr Saxon. Terry and Arnold. Amari Cooper and a PS2. All right. Let's go. Maybe if we... Let's go. Let's go, Sombrero Cat. We want more. I'm glad we can rely on you for some quality commentary, Stinky. Kitty power, exactly. We'll see if it works. Lambjack, Josh Jacobs, Jay Jetta, Jonnu Smith, Edwards for Pittsburgh on the blue, BTJ, and a Malik Neighbors. Not a bad start. AR, Zach Moss, Will Levis, Rashad White. We got Jaden Hicks on the blue for KC, Luke McCaffrey, and a Kendre Miller. Von Miller, Dotson, Sneed. What do we got here? We got Braden Fisk for the Rams, Caleb for the Bears, Cameron Jordan for the Saints on the silver, and Luke McCaffrey. Yes, Luke McCaffrey on the rookie phenom patch going to the Commanders. Oh, I would have gave you the ba-dum-bump, Stinky, if I saw that right away. Ba-dum-bump. Miles, Zeke, Tua, Puka. Oh, man, Michael Pratt. What are you doing here on the blue going to Tampa Bay? That means he's going to show up in our chat, is what it means. Walker for Baltimore and a Darius Slayton. Tyler Algier, Jamison Williams, Hurst, Crosby, Michael Penix on the rookie recruits going to the Falcons. We approve. Roman Wilson and a McClellan for the Falcons as well. Beat it, Pratt. I got to get some more 2020 products so we can get back to saying that about Ruggs. Beat it, Ruggs. Sky Moore, Ferguson, Charbonnet, Kittle. We got Lambjack, Zay Flowers, Best Tutties, Devin Culp for Tampa Bay, and a Ray Davis for the Bills. All right, let's get to the good stuff. H2. Good luck, everybody. It sure would be great to get a nice downtown to go alongside Bo there. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. Bryce Young starting us off. We like that. DJ Moore on the silver. Look at that. That's a beaut right there on the red mojo. CJ going to the Texans. And a Richard Sherman. Very nice. Texans. Browns fan. We like that, Browns fan. We got Nolan Smith. Terrell Davis on the retro for Denver. Khalil Mack and Tucker Kraft for Green Bay. The man, the myth, the legend. Aubrey for the Cowboys. Mahomes on the play action. Aaron Rodgers for the Jets. And a Broderick Jones for Pittsburgh. We got Lucas Van Ness for Green Bay. Fihoko for Dallas on the red mojo. Burrow on the captain in charge. And a Minka. We got, a JSN. We approve. We like that, Seattle. Pittman. Dalton Kincaid on the lighted up. And a DJ Johnson for the Panthers. Tajay for the Titans. Alec Pierce. Primary colors, Jaden Reed for Green Bay. And a Tyler Scott for the Bears. Yeah, we need Puka to show up, huh? We got Suggs. Blackmon for the Vikings. Bryce Young on the chain reaction. And a BJ Ojolari for Arizona. All right, we need some last pack magic here. We got Chase Claypool. Brenton Strange for the Jags on the silver. Darnell Washington for the Steelers. And a McLaughlin for the Broncos. We're supposed to get out of 35. We didn't get it. They shorted us. Panini'd. That's not cool. That's not cool. At least I thought those were guaranteed in every box. Maybe they're not guaranteed. Maybe they're not guaranteed. I always thought they were. All right. Empty box. Mosaic time. Good luck, everybody. Be nice to see a micro mosaic today. Stewart, Elway, Addison, Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins. T-Mac for Carolina. Savion Williams on the red. That list looks good. We like that. For Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers on the mosaic. Moments in time. Saquon for Philly. Men of Mastery, Drake May. That looks good too. Sherman, Garrett Wilson, Adonai, Stingley, Fred Taylor, Okonkwo. Any guess on what we're going to get for autos? We got Kittle, Ford, Myers, Hairston for Buffalo, Travion, we like that. Oh, there's our first auto. Mason Taylor, it's for the Jets. Striking first, the Jets, the giveaway team. How about that? The Cowboys, Browns fan. The Cowboys. Jets, the free team. And that was Incorporeal. There you go, Incorporeal. We got Malik Neighbors on the red. Dak Prescott montage. Saquon on the mosaic montage. Kid Reporter. Carter for the Giants. Rich Gannon. Bigsby. Cameron Hayward. Shockey. And a Geno Stone. Yeah, not bad for the free. Not bad for the free. Chop. We got some good color coming. Altoon, Malik. Cam Ward for the Titans. We like. Jimmy Horn for Carolina. Gray Zabel, that's going to the Seahawks. That is 14 out of 149 for Seattle. Mean Joe Green on the silver for Pittsburgh. Look at that beauty. Shadur. 176 out of 199 going to Cleveland. Beaut. Tyler Shuck on the introductions for the Saints. Myles Garrett, Will Anderson. We'll have to settle this one at the end on the carbon copy. Saquon, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Willis, Warren, and Quinnen Williams. You know what? I think that was one of their things where they didn't put the rookie symbol on his card. Browns fan. Yeah, I think they just messed up on that one. Because it's definitely a rookie, but they didn't put it on the card. We got Hunt, Davis, Wes Chandler, Harmon, Quentin Johnston on the silver for the Chargers, Caleb on the England games red, like that. Jack Campbell for Detroit on the mosaic, Egbuka on the Men of Mastery, we like that. We got another carbon copy, we'll settle that at the end as well. Egbuka and Garrett Wilson on that one. Gates, Williams, Dylan Gabriel. Take that, Cleveland. Foreman, Devontae, and Jennings. We got DK, Calvin Johnson, Cole Kmet. Oops. Oh, thought there was another card. Travis Hunter, we'll take that, Jags. David Montgomery on the white. That one is 7 out of 25 for Detroit. Nice hit, Detroit. It's a beaut. Tony Pollard on the silver. DK on the mosaic. Moments in time. Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Drake May on the montage. Kid Reporter. Loveland for the Bears. Connor, Sherwood, Tua, TJ, Joe Horn. Yeah, mine. Nice little hit there. Sammy Laporta, heal up fast, my friend. Roddy White, AJ. Jalen Royals for KC. Jordan James for the 49ers. Adonai on the silver for Indy. Alec Pierce on the mosaic for Indy. McConkey on the montage. Light it up. Man, that looks good. J.J. McCarthy. That is just a sweet card. And I'm a Michigan State fan, so when I'm saying that about a Michigan player, that just looks awesome. Kid Reporter, Peppers, Van Ginkel, JSN, Michael Irvin, Josh Downs, and a Jahmyr Gibbs. Hunter Henry, Gesicki, Dan Fouts, Trey Harris for the Chargers. I think this is our auto. It is. Adonai Mitchell. How about that? I would not have guessed that. Adonai Mitchell going to Indy. That is 20 out of 25. Going to Indy. We're in Indy today. Stinky. There you go, Stinky. Take Adonai out of 25. Yes, we will. Hey, what's up, Hydro? We had Caleb Johnson on the silver going to Pittsburgh. Theismann on the mosaic. Jalen Hurts, moments in time. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the montage. Tracy, K. Dotton, Terrell Owens, Kyler Murray, Andre Reed, and a likely. We take those. Warren Moon, Jamal Charles, Sweat, Luther Burden for the Bears, ETN for Carolina, Clowney, how about that? I didn't even know he was in the set. 7 out of 199 for Carolina. Patrick Willis on the mosaic. Brock Bowers, Men of Mastery. Xavier Worthy on the silver montage for KC. Kid Reporter. We got Thielen. Milrow going to Seattle. Hooper, Mixon, Mahomes, and a Corey Dillon. All right, 2 packs to go. Now's the time. Micro Mosaic. Trey Benson. Fitzgerald. Brock Bowers. Williams for Detroit. Dylan Sampson for the Browns. Jalen Lane going to Washington. That is 35 out of 49 for the Commanders. Malachi Starks on the mosaic for Baltimore. Moments in Time, Lamb Jack for Baltimore as well. Center stage, that looks good too. Travion Henderson, that's a beaut for New England. We approve. Drake May, Bill Cowher, Judkins for Cleveland, Tariq Woolen, Bo, and a Romeo. And it comes down to this. 1 pack to go. I'll do a recap after this and get to work. And as always, guys, I always add in if you had a rough one. But this one seemed like it was pretty good. It definitely was for Denver. All right, we got Brooks. Sutton, Caleb. We got Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. Rourke for the 49ers. We got Ray McLeod going to Atlanta. That one is 22 out of 149 for the Falcons. There's a Puka on the red. He showed up. Loveland on the introductions going to Chicago. Light it up. This one's a silver Matthew Golden for Green Bay. Man, I love that. Light it up insert. Nice. Estime. RJ Harvey for Denver. Davis, Culpepper, Kamara, and a Keon Coleman. He was late, but he showed up for us. On the red, even. Yeah, give me just a second. I'll do a recap, guys. This will be on YouTube by the morning. And I will be live again on Friday. Maybe Thursday, but probably Friday. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I'll know how everybody did once I sort all this. There's plenty to sort, that's for sure. Plenty to sort here. All right, let's do a quick recap. Appreciate you guys. We had Matthew Golden on the silver, lighted up for Green Bay. Loveland on the introductions for Chicago. Puka on the red. Ray for the Falcons was out of 149. Jalen Lane was out of 49. Travion on the center stage. Adonai out of 25 on the in focus auto. JJ lighted up Mosaic. David Montgomery out of 25 for Detroit. Egbuka, Men of Mastery. Zabel for Seattle was out of 149. Sanders was out of 199 for the Browns. Tyler on the introductions. Mason Taylor on the Mosaic auto for the Jets. Savion on the red for Green Bay. Drake May, Men of Mastery. Bryce Young on the Chain Reaction rookie. Jaden Reed, Primary Colors rookie. Dalton Kincaid, Lighted Up rookie. CJ on the red Mojo for Houston. Michael Penix, rookie recruits for Atlanta. Luke McCaffrey, rookie phenom patch. Blake Corum on the pink. Goff on the threads for Detroit. Caleb lighted up. Will Howard for Pittsburgh. Clowney was out of 199 and a Xavier Worthy primary colors with Bo Nix on the Uptown. It's a beaut. Going to Denver.